Hello Ipswich, and welcome to another episode here where we're going to give you updated on our COVID-19 crisis. I just wanted to give an update briefly. As was reported, Ipswich, since our last update here, Ipswich has had its first case, and since then we actually had a second case, but it happens to be in the same house. So we're at 2 cases right now currently in Ipswich, and our public health department is monitoring both of those cases very closely. And I understand that some people are anxious and have been flooding our office with requests to find out where the infected person has been, where they work, where they live. Unfortunately, we can't give that information out, but you have to trust in the fact that our public health nurses and our public health staff are thoroughly researching these cases and notifying anyone who has had contact with these persons. So if there has been a contact, they will be getting in touch with everybody. But right now, we just have the 2 cases in Ipswich, and they are quarantined, and everything is okay right now. As everybody knows, yesterday Governor Baker issued a stay-at-home advisory and ordered all non-essential businesses to close. There is a list of those non-essential businesses, or businesses that can stay open rather, on our website. Everything else is considered non-essential. I have received a few comments and concerns about regard to some construction sites and things like that, but if the construction is going on for housing purposes, which most of these are, it can continue. Plumbers and electricians are considered essential, and as long as the contractors are staying 6 feet apart inside the house, they can continue to work. And that stands for landscapers out doing outside work, et cetera, et cetera. Those can all continue to happen. The other point is I wanted to point out that the town hall is still closed to the public, and we will continue with the governor's order through April 7th. So we're still there working and getting the essential functions of the town government done. And you can still call us, we'll answer the phone, but we are closed to the public through April 7th. The select board will be meeting this Friday. They called the meeting this Friday, March 27th at 1 p.m. And they'll be using the Zoom technology to have virtual meetings. That will be live. We'll be broadcasting through ICAM. If all goes well, it will basically be my laptop screen, which will show the meeting going on, and you'll see the video feed and the audio as well. And the login information, if you do have questions, you can log in both through the phone if you want, and or if you have a laptop that has a camera and audio capabilities, you can log into the meeting and participate, ask questions when the chair recognizes you. What I will say, though, is on that, one of the things everyone's realizing about Zoom is don't do both. So if you're home and want to do the video through your computer but don't have audio, don't call the line, because what happens is that causes feedback on the call, and then distorts the audio capabilities. Lastly, on my end, beach closures. As everyone may have heard, the trustees of the reservations has closed all their properties throughout the state. That includes Cranes Beach, Appleton, all of the ones we have here in Ipswich. But we have a unique situation in here, is the town has an agreement with the trustees, and we own a portion of the beach. We have our town lot, and we have a portion of the beach. So after consulting with the select board and others, we are going to keep that open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 9 to 5. There will be a detailed police officer there checking the windshields of the cars for beach stickers, either 2019 or 2020. You can get in, but what won't happen is we won't be checking driver's licenses or utility bills and things like that. You need to have the beach sticker on the windshield, and that's to protect the officer so they can just look at your car and wave you through. And that'll be, again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday weekly for the foreseeable future from 9 to 5. And on the off days, please, no parking on Argilla Road while the beach is closed and then walking in. We had that problem yesterday. Cars will be ticketed and or towed. We did post temporary no parking signs out there, so please, no parking on Argilla Road when the beach is closed to the public. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Bryan Blake, our school superintendent, to give us an update what's going on with the education system.
All right, thank you, Tony. Good afternoon, Ipswich. As you know, the situation continues to evolve. There are some discussions at the Commissioner's office. The Commissioner of Education has indicated that we may, in fact, be closed for a prolonged period of time, although those decisions have not yet been made. We hope to have more information from the Commissioner and or the Governor by the end of this week. At this time, our buildings remain closed to the public. Playgrounds, tennis courts, and the track have also been closed. It's important to respect and abide by the governor's shelter-in-place directive and not be gathering in groups around town. For our parents and students, teachers are missing our students a great deal. I've seen a number of videos of students engaging with their teachers through Google Classroom in the last couple of days. You know, we wish that this weren't the situation and that we could have our kids back in school. We have provided an extensive list and a special website. You can access that through the ipsk12.net website and clicking on the Extended Learning website. Parents and students should be checking that daily and engaging in some of the grade level activities that are posted there. Teachers have been checking in with students via Google Classrooms. It's important for students to stay engaged and sharp in terms of their education. All of the materials that are posted there are up-to-date materials based on what we're currently working on in schools now. So I think it's critically important that students engage. I know that depending on the grade level, there's been a lower incidence of students logging in. So I just want to put that out there for parents to make sure that your kids are engaging in that activity on a daily basis. If students still need Chromebooks at the middle or high school, please email the principal and we can schedule a time for you to pick them up right from the school. As you know, our lunch program continues to provide meals to any Ipswich students who are in need, not just those on free and reduced lunch. We've been serving over 100 meals per day. If you're unable to pick up a meal because either you or your children are immunocompromised, please contact us at the high school at 978-356-3137, extension 2248. I'll give you that again, 978-356-3137, extension 2248. And please just leave a message there before 11 a.m. with your name and address, and we can deliver the meals to you that day. They can also email the food service director at mperson, MPERSSON, at ipsk12.net. And again, that's another way to contact the food service folks in order to receive a meal. The school committee will continue to hold subcommittee meetings virtually to continue our work, and those meetings will all be held remotely at this point and posted appropriately. We're working on some of the same technology that the town is. If anyone has any questions or concerns, please contact me at my office at bblake@ipsk12.net or call the central office and leave a message for me. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Brian. And as we've announced before, and I'll continue to stress, our public safety personnel, you know, both public health and public safety are both working, still full staffed and full, you know, complement of members in the office, both at the fire station and the police station. And here to give us an update on what's going on from emergency response and MEMA, Massachusetts Emergency Management Association, is Lieutenant John Hubbard.
Thanks, Tony. As I said the last time when we met, the federal government's declared a state of emergency for this disaster. We've already begun the process with dealing with FEMA to registering us for disaster assistance. So when this situation is over, we'll be able to apply for that aid for personal protective equipment we've been able to provide for our first responders. Just today, we received a donation from a local company of some N95 masks, which are very hard to come by right now. And even through our resources at MEMA, we haven't been able to get those resources. So those will be distributed to our first responders. So that was a very nice donation. We're still looking for those types of things if anybody has any. I know that people are donating them to the hospitals and everything too. It's important that our officers have the proper protection when they go to your home to deal with certain circumstances, as they don't know what they're going into at most points. Just an update on the police station and the fire station. They're both closed to the public at this time. Most business can be handled over the phone, so please don't hesitate to call us on the phone. If you do have an emergency that you need to come down to the police station for, please don't hesitate to come in. We will have availability to take you in if you are suffering a major emergency. And also, if you need us, call us. We are here 24 hours a day, and we're happy to come out and help you out. So don't let this situation deter you from calling us if you need help.
All right. Thank you very much. And we're going to take a brief break right now. We've got Colleen Fermon, our Public Health Director, and Sheila Taylor, our Council on Aging Director, here to give you an update on what's going on that end. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you. All right, welcome back. I know I said a few minutes, but that probably felt like 2 seconds. So I'm back here now with Colleen Fermon, our Public Health Director, and Sheila Taylor, our Council on Aging Director. They're going to give us an update on what's going on both those fronts. Colleen?
Thank you, Tony. So we just want to remind everyone that you want to follow social distancing. It's really important to maintain 6 feet between people and also avoid crowds over 10. Follow strict personal hygiene practices, hand washing very frequently for 20 seconds, covering your cough or sneeze with a tissue and then washing your hands, or using the inside of your elbow if necessary. And you want to make sure you're frequently cleaning high-touch surfaces and stay away from other people if you're sick. As Tony had already addressed, we aren't sharing the names of cases. We can't, but just be sure that we will contact you if you're deemed to be a close contact of any positive case. Whether it's in the Ipswich Health Department or the other local health departments, they will reach out to you. So the main thing is to try to follow the social distancing and hygiene practices that will keep you safe. If you feel ill, then you want to call your health provider and they can give you guidance. And you certainly, if you're feeling ill, want to isolate yourself from other people right away. I do want to let you know that we are monitoring the state system for cases 7 days a week, and we are fully operating in the health department. Because some people may be working remotely, you want to leave a phone message or an email and we will get back to you daily. But if we can't answer you right away, just know that we will get back to you. You're welcome to call us with any questions you have in the Public Health Department at 978-356-6606. And also you are welcome to call Mass 211. They can give you general guidance and they're available 24/7. Thank you.
Thank you. And Colleen, just to give everybody an update on this, I know you've increased some staffing. Do you want to talk about how many nurses we have available right now who are returning phone calls and answering questions?
So currently we have a full-time public health nurse working, and we are bringing on 2 nurses. They haven't started yet, but we are getting actually 5 people trained on the state system so that they will be able to start next week. But we do have someone returning calls every day, and we check emails every day, so we'll be in constant contact, and we will be ramped up hopefully by the beginning of next week.
Yep. And the reason we're doing that, folks, just so everybody understands, is that as the testing for the COVID-19 increases, we obviously anticipate number of cases will increase. More than likely we'll have some more additional ones in Ipswich, so we want to make sure we have the staffing on board to do what we already said we would do, and that's to follow up with the cases as they come in and find out where they've been in contact with people, et cetera, et cetera. So we want to make sure we have the staffing in place to maintain that as well. All right, and right now I'm going to, last but certainly not least, taking care of our more vulnerable population is Sheila Taylor, our Council on Aging Director. So I'll pass it over to Sheila.
Thank you, Tony. So yesterday we worked with our database management company and found a way to make robocalls to the people that are in our system. If you have done any programs with us and we have your number in the system, we called you both on your home phone and on your cell phone and just updated you with what's going on with us. A lot of people did not realize that we were open, or staffed, I should say. So people have been calling us in gratitude for reaching out, knowing that volunteers are available for help with grocery shopping and medication pickup. Phone calls has been really key, just to keep in touch with people. So we will probably be doing a weekly phone call just to say hello, just to let you know we're still here. And it's as good for us as it maybe is hopefully for you, that we love to hear from people. So please call us and just let us know how you're doing. Also, we'll be mailing a very short version of our April newsletter that should go out towards the end of the week, I'm hoping for sure. And it would just be quick one-page, double-sided, giving you some more resources that are available and just telling you some information about what's going on with us. So look for that in the mail too. I do want to unfortunately talk about scams. The scam artists are not taking a break during this virus, and just be careful. Emails, mail, phone, anything like that. Assume that the information is not in your best interest. If somebody reaches out to you in a way that you have not solicited on your own, please call us at 978-356-6650. We're happy to listen to what you're describing, or have somebody come and grab that and be sure. But we just know that there are a lot of people looking to take advantage of this terrible situation, so be aware of that. Then also, I do want to put a plug in for the U.S. Census. That is, the mailing is going out now. A lot of you have received either one or even 2 letters just giving you your code. You can respond online if you have the capability, or you can respond by phone, and there are live people that will walk you through the questions. I just did mine last night. It's less than 10 minutes, and it's very benign questions. So if you also are getting a phone call about something that is less than benign questions for census, that would probably be a scam too. So be careful, but let us know. It's uscensus2020.gov, I believe, is the site. But call us if you have a question. But our funding is very dependent on the census and the numbers that come, both for our own programs as well as for the town. So we really encourage you to do that. And now is a good time, since we're all shut in, to do that homework. So please do that. A plug for the Veterans Service. They asked me to mention that if you are a veteran or the spouse of someone who has served in the military, and you are not yet working with the staff at the Ipswich Veterans Office, they would like you to call them, because you might be eligible for benefits that could come in handy right now. So their number is 978-356-3915. And Karen and Kathy are happy to talk with you if you have any questions or would like to pursue that. The last thing I want to talk about is hearing from people that are lonely and afraid, especially the ones that are afraid to make phone calls for help. Cannot stress enough the community that we live in, and the care and compassion from both civil people, just people in the community, as well as the paid staff. The emergency management team in particular is what I'm referring to now. If you have a medical emergency, please call 911. Do not wait for the situation maybe to get better, or wait for any reason. Please call 911. The paramedics will come into your home. They will protect themselves. Don't worry about them. They know how to protect themselves. They want to help you. If you refuse to go to the hospital, because I know some people are afraid to go, that they won't force you to go. That you have the choice to not go, but at least get some medical attention. And they can maybe calm the emergency that's happening, or offer you advice. If you do go to the hospital, they are keeping patients separate. So people that are suffering from COVID-19 are in a separate area than people with other medical issues. So cannot stress enough that if you need medical care, please call for that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sheila. And on that note too, on a more smaller problem, but with regard to income taxes, I know the
Yes.
federal government extended it, I believe, till June 15th?
July 15th.
July 15th, sorry, July 15th. But I know the state hasn't done anything yet, so I know
Correct.
we're working together to try
Thank
to
you.
come up with some services that we can help people out to at least get their state taxes filed.
That's correct.
So
We're-
more to follow on that, I think,
More
right?
to follow, right? We're hoping that we're working with the state legislature to hopefully extend that deadline as well. But right now it has not happened. So call your legislators and
Yes.
ask for that. That would be a great thing to do. And but if they can't, then maybe we will reach out to the community and see if we can have some CPAs help us with that tax piece.
Okay.
Otherwise, the AARP tax program will help people when they're up and running again.
Okay.
Thank you, Tony, for bringing that up.
Yeah, and also what I'll recommend too is keep an eye on the local cable channels. Sheila and I have been talking, and we've got some, we have some taped programs with regard to wellness, some of our wellness programs and things like that. So those are going to be made available on the cable channel. And we're also talking about, maybe we can do one out of the Select Board's hearing room and do a live fitness class. People can participate at home. So keep an eye out for that. We are working some more ideas to sort of engage with our, all of our population, but people that want to take those classes as well. So more to follow on that. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So what I want to stress right now, please, people, is we are here. We're ready to help you. We're ready to serve, as always. And please, everyone's been great during this health crisis, but we will get through this. We're going to get through it together. Please call us if you need anything. I'm there Monday through Friday. I'm at my desk, so if the phone rings, I'm answering. So please give us a call. If you need anything, we'll be there for you. But we appreciate everybody's patience and understanding while we get through this difficult time. Thank you very much, and have a good day.